Hey everyone, want to play Honor of Kings on your PC? In this video, I will show you how to set up the smoothest experience using an emulator to play the game on a desktop. Since Honor of Kings is a mobile game, we'll need an emulator to run it on a PC. MuMu Player is a great choice because it prioritizes performance. It can perform well, even on low-end systems. Of course, it would be best if you make sure your PC can actually run it by checking the specs requirements for the emulator and also the game. First, let's head over to the official MuMu Player website and download the installer. Just follow the steps carefully. Installing MuMu Player is straightforward. While you're at it, consider installing it on your SSD or M.2 drive for faster loading times. After the installation, now let's optimize the emulator first for a better experience. I would recommend sticking to the recommended settings on CPU and RAM usage, but if you think your desktop can still push it, then go ahead and adjust it higher. More RAM and CPU allocated means the emulator can run the game more efficiently, but take note, it'll also drain more power. So choose wisely. For the resolution, set it to a 1980 x 1080 aspect ratio for a crisp experience. Feel free to experiment with the settings to see how things work for you. And that's pretty much it. You're good to go. Now download Honor of Kings on the emulator. Just find the Google Play Store application and download it. I think you all know how to do it already, so I'll just speed this part up. Alright, so after opening, the game will recommend a graphic setting that suits your device, as it said. So just click Use, but we will optimize it further ourselves for a crispier experience. For the FPS, I will always choose the Max option, although it warns us about more battery consumption and heating. You don't have to worry about it since this game is just pretty much lightweight in terms of specs requirements. Well, unless you're using a potato machine, then just choose what's the best for it. On the resolution though, I will choose high only since it's more than enough to remove the blurriness. That's pretty much it. Before we can play, let's download first all the necessary files. Alright, I think we're good to go. Now let's hoop on to the practice mode and set it up. It's quite easy and not that complicated, just follow along. So now I'll show you how to set up all the buttons and keybinds to our skills, attacks, etc. Let's increase our levels and money so that we can see where to put things at. First, let's create a new plan and name it so that we can know what that specific plan does. It's very important if you're planning on creating more key sets. For this one, I will show you the WASD movement set, since it's one of the easiest to use. So to add functions, you just have to right-click it while you're in editing mode. And this thing will show up. Each one of it has different functions. Let's start with our abilities. Just click the appropriate function for it and drag it into the abilities where it positions properly. After doing that, set a key bind for it. For me, it's easier to use ZXC keys rather than QER on 3 skills heroes. Now for the casting range, it's up to whatever is comfortable for you. Just experiment with it and adjust it to your liking. Now let's do these to the rest of the abilities. After doing all of that, let's go ahead and add the movement function. Just right-click once like before, then find the movement function and drag it properly to the movement wheel. Adjust it so that the circle aligns properly with the movement size. Now let's do the rest of the clickable buttons like buying items, upgrading skill levels, etc. And done. This setup is pretty much all you need to make it playable, nothing too crazy and just simple, but if you like, you can add more to it. That's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. I'ma end this video with gameplay using this setup that we just did to see for yourself how it does in a game.